Irate at what Trump just put right outside the White House. It's never been done before, by Amanda Shea for DailyVine.com. When you have a non-career politician as a president who only works for the citizens of this great nation, who place their trust in him, you can bet that he'll bring a lot of needed change to the White House. Although we've seen endless examples of that in his first year as he checked each promise off his list that he made to Americans, now we're seeing him make massive visual changes to the People's House itself, where he calls home. There's a massive new installment going right outside the White House, and certain citizens who don't agree with him and furious about his sudden unexpected decision. President Trump is on a mission to make America great again as his biggest goal while in office. He's already proven to accomplish that plan with bringing back jobs and resuscitating the deeply devastated economy. He has managed to accomplish these things in record time by putting his focus on massive issues and oversights that his predecessor did not, mostly because they weren't important to Barack Hussein Obama, who had misplaced priorities. However, there's one issue deep and dear to Trump which affects the heart of America that he's putting an incredible focus on by what he's having installed right outside the White House. Regardless of what it represents, his racist detractors are irate that he would do this without realizing what they're really saying and hating on this important installation. This pretty much proves that the president, no matter what incredible bipartisan things he does, is judged for all the wrong reasons no matter what. It's damned if you do, damned if you don't, so he just sticks to what he knows and his heart is right. Trump has made it known that there has been a long ignored epidemic in this country that needs immediate attention. Nothing is killing Americans more than the opioid crisis, which he has made his personal mission to combat while in office. While death by this addiction is certainly unfortunate, the true victims are the ones left behind and alone after losing a loved one, caught in this dangerous epidemic that has spiraled out of control. Those are the people who have been ignored, but are now getting the attention they deserve with what Trump has done for them outside the White House. Washington Post reports the White House next month will host a memorial installation that will depict the 22,000 people who died in 2015 from a prescription opioid overdose. The memorial will be hosted by the National Park Service and the nonprofit National Safety Council and will be placed on the White House ellipse home of the National Christmas Tree. Okay. This stirring exhibit will be open to the public from April 12th through April 18th to educate visitors on the devastating impact of the opioid crisis. White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders said during her opening remarks at the press briefing Tuesday. It is part of the National Safety Council's Stop Everyday Killers campaign and shows a wall of engraved pills depicting the faces of people who died. Next to them is a note memorializing their lives. It has toured in other U.S. cities, including Chicago and Pittsburgh. These stories are tough to hear, and this exhibit will be an intensely emotional and somber experience, Sanders said, but it's also a reminder that lives are at stake and we must take action to end the plague of addiction that is ravaging communities all across our nation. The attention needs to be on this immense issue, but Trump's detractors want to keep it on themselves, have attempted to do so by creating racism in this important memorial. According to The Root, can someone tell me where the crack memorial is in Washington, D.C.? Seriously, where is the wall with the list of names of all the people gone too soon to the drug that ravaged the black community? Or even more so, where can I find the heroin memorial in Baltimore? Baltimore has been pegged the heroin capital of America, with as many as 1 out of 10, wow, residents struggling with the highly addictive narcotic. So surely there is some kind of commemorative statue in honor to honor the lives lost to this epidemic. The whitest news to ever come out of the White House happened Tuesday as the president of little pickup trucks with fat tires announced how happy he was to announce the addiction of an opioid memorial in President's Park coming in April. I'm baffled by the casualty of this crap. You'd think they'd have enough awareness to note the racial disparity in sentencing during the crack epidemic versus the opioid epidemic to say that a memorial for addicts lost to a drug that disproportionately affects white people might be a bridge too far. It's a sick assertion for this liberal racist to make, since they would attack him tenfold had he done the same kind of memorial in black neighborhoods. Drugs don't discriminate. They are all an issue that plagues all parts of society. Now more than ever, regardless of race, African Americans are as hooked on opioids as whites, as the #1 drug epidemic in America. If Trump were to target crack use among black communities, they would condemn him for claiming blacks were predominantly more addicted to crack than whites, even though they themselves just admitted it in their argument against a good thing he's doing now that Obama never cared about. Obama never cared about anything. Well, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.